Mississippi State's chances of winning the SEC are over. Now it's about finishing strong for the Bulldogs. They drop out of today's AP poll. Coincidentally, they're tied at 25th with Ole Miss in the coaches poll. How about that? Robbie Donahoe has more on the disappointing result Saturday.
What if? Hypothetical games never really fair when talking about sports, but for Mississippi State, what if they score on this 4th and goal play in the first quarter against Alabama? Is there a different outcome? Do the Bulldogs end up getting the win over the Crimson Tide? Dan Mullen doesn't necessarily agree with that statement, but it sure would have been a different ending for the Bulldogs rather than their 31-6 loss on Saturday night to the Crimson Tide.
Definitely. I mean, momentum plays a huge role in college football, so I definitely feel like that played a big part in the game. We got to keep moving. We can't let this loss, determine who we are as a team. We just got to keep moving.
Again, it wasn't like that flip momentum. It was the big play. To me, they played great red zone defense and got the big plays. I think that was kind of the story of the game. I will go watch it on film. I don't know if there's much else to. They had 4 long touchdowns. And we had 3 red zone possessions that came away with 6 points.
It was the big plays that were ultimately the backbreaker for Mississippi State, beginning with the punt return by Cyrus Jones that opened the floodgates for Alabama. A long Derrick Henry run plus another long touchdown pass ultimately spelled the end for the Bulldogs early on against the Crimson Tide.
We just made mistakes. We talked about all week how, we just need to make tackles. And, unfortunately, we didn't do that, and that caused them to score touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, actually. Coach told us in the locker room, we missed tackles. They got them 3+ 60-yard touchdowns. So, we always want to live to fight another down, but, unfortunately, didn't. So all we can do is, get better next week.
So SEC, we got another good game next week in a road game, so we've got to can't be down on this too long. We've had a tough week as a team, but just got to continue to get better and just find a way to move on and be better next weekend.
Next Saturday is Arkansas, a team that we saw last week in Oxford take out Ole Miss. The Bulldogs hope not to have this result on Saturday night snowball into next Saturday, but the Egg Bowl is looming, and so is much more for the Bulldogs down the road. Reporting here in Starkville, Robbie Donahoe, WCBI Sports.